lives.
This is Justflossit. Now, here's Jasmine.
Hey guys, welcome to my podcast, Justflossit. I am Jasmine Capra, and if you are tuning in for the very first time, I am so pumped to have you on as a listener. If you are not and you are an OG, thanks for coming back. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys all about how I paid for my dental hygiene program and walked out completely debt-free. It's pretty amazing how you can go from not working for 3 months during COVID-19, when COVID-19 first started, and we were completely shut down at dental offices. And it forced me to think outside of my box or my comfort zone as a dental hygienist clinician into becoming what is now almost a full-time influencer and part-time dental hygienist. I'm so happy because I get to help so many of you through my podcast and through my YouTube, TikTok, as well as my Instagram. So if you guys ever need any help or have any topics that you want me to discuss, please hit your girl up through my DMs or however it may be. Just hit me up and tell me. But today, let's talk about how I did some damage at Zara. Zara takes all of my money all the time. My husband probably hates me because my credit card is on fire, but of course I have nowhere to go but all these damn cute clothes. I also did a few things that made my heart really happy, like adding a Nespresso machine by the specific one, VERTUO Matte Black Edition, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if it's bad, but we have about 3 to 5 coffees a day. I'm so embarrassed to say that as a dental hygienist, but I don't care because I'm me and coffee is my weakness. We also added a couple syrups to spice it up a little bit, like toasted marshmallows, salted caramel, as well as vanilla. I wanted to talk to you guys about how I got out of dental hygiene school completely debt-free. I was probably making $1,000 to $1,200 a month, and I have no idea how I even made it by. But I stayed living at home with my parents, which was rent-free, of course, but I did have the overhead of my car payment, car insurance, as well as just gas or typical things that I wanted to do with my friends, of course, and the overhead of paying for my own tuition, books, and whatnot for my prerequisites. I ended up changing to working as a sales shoe representative for Nordstrom's. I sold lots of shoes. I worked there full-time, all while attending my classes to finish up my prerequisites. When I applied to the program, I also applied for financial aid, which if you attend a community college, and I believe even some universities, you may have the opportunity as well. Take advantage of it. It takes a little bit of time and energy to apply for financial aid, but it is 110% worth it. They also have this thing called the BOG Waiver. Classes at a community college are obviously a lot more affordable than what you would pay at a private university. But the benefits of going to a university is that you generally get a bachelor's degree as well. Whereas with a community college, you probably won't have the opportunity to get a bachelor's degree. You'll need to go to a separate school for that. I was attending the program about, I think it was 4 days a week, sometimes even 5. And on the weekends, I was studying at coffee shops or at home, so I really did my best to eliminate a lot of overhead and cost. I stopped going out to eat. I would try and cut down the amount of money that I spent in groceries as well, so I didn't eat very luxurious. Oftentimes I had tuna for lunch, tuna cans. I bought myself big bags of snacks so that I didn't eat a lot. Unfortunately, a lot of my money went towards, sorry, my dad is calling me. A lot of the times my lunch money or dinner money went to paying the cost of my patients. Unfortunately, you can find as many patients as you want, but you may not get them in your chair, and that's the biggest issue. So oftentimes or not, I offered to pay for their cleanings as an incentive for them to show up to my chair, my program, because I really, really needed them. When I first got into the program, there's a huge expense that you have to cover almost immediately. One of the big major things, I can give you a couple different things that you're going to have to pay for right off the bat, and that is your loops. And loops tend to cost anywhere between $1,200 to about $2,500 as a student, depending on what you get. I know for a majority of my classmates, they paid about $1,500, I would say, for their pair of loops, which you absolutely need. Loops are the best investment that you could ever get for yourself. You will use them every day as a practicing hygienist, and I'm so grateful that I have a pair. I personally went with DesignsForVision, and I'm so happy I did. I have the Yeoman R3s, and they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. When I graduated, I upgraded them to a 3.5 magnification because the rep told me that I would definitely love it, and I'm so happy I did it. It's just the most amazing pair of loops I've ever owned. Sure, there is lighter loops out there like the Nikes. They're more sportier and they fit differently. Another cost immediately that you will have to pay is your cost for your ultrasonic unit. If I can remember correctly, the ultrasonic unit cost about $1,000 roughly to $1,200 for us. We had a very basic, I think, Dentsply Cavitron, and it came with about, I think, 4 different tips. We had no option. We had to buy them because you needed it for the program, so that's not a cost that you can cut. Another thing that we had to cover was a handpiece, which is used for polishing, and then all of your instruments. That includes the instruments that you will need pretty much throughout the first year of your program. Now, because you're going to learn how to sharpen, how to properly scale someone's teeth, of course, you may end up going through your instruments a little bit faster than you would like to, and you will need to replace them halfway through. I would say about halfway through, I ended up spending an additional $200 on a new set of, I would say 3 cassettes of instruments, and I still have them to this day, so it was an awesome investment. I do not regret it whatsoever. We got them through Hu-Friedy, and if you don't know, as a student, you get the most amazing discounted prices as students. I think they're like half the cost. Anyways, you won't find that outside of school, so take advantage of that. And one of my favorite things that I purchased from Hu-Friedy while in the program that I've never stopped using since was the Hu-Friedy Diamond Sharpening Card. I'll say that again for you, Hu-Friedy Diamond Sharpening Card. I am obsessed with it. I use it every day in clinic and I wouldn't go back. Food stamps, also known as EBT, I believe now. And that helped give my husband and I an additional $200 a month to be able to afford groceries. Like I said, I had no job during the program. Towards the end of my program, I did pick up 1 Saturday a month, sometimes even 2 Saturdays a month, and I helped at a local dental office and just did basic things like sterilization, clean, sweep, put away instruments, stuff like that. Whatever the dentist needed, I was there for. But you cannot practice as a dental hygienist until you have your license. And it was very, very difficult for me to balance any type of work along with studying for my boards or exams, assignments, whatever it may be. Through my community college, they offered a list of scholarships that you could apply for. I applied for about 20, maybe 15 to 20, and I did receive a few. Specifically, I got one for, I believe, $1,500 through my school, but definitely look into your college's scholarship list. They have a list of scholarships that are offered throughout your program. I'm sure you can find several of them online. Don't be lazy. Go chase those. It's free money, guys, that you'll never have to pay back. Kobsky said that her program is $30,000. She took out a $20,000 loan and got $10,000 in grants. Your school, if community college, has grants. Don't skip out on those. Go to your counselor, ask them how to apply for them. Don't be nervous. We all need the money, and the grants you generally don't have to pay back. I know that a majority of my classmates in my program use Sallie Mae. Unfortunately, there was no federal loans that we could apply through my program. I'm unsure as to why, but I do know that some programs do offer federal loans at a way lower percentage, which I would highly take advantage of. Carly Jordan said, my CAA for military spouses. Sounds like military spouses get something to help them continue their education, which is amazing. And if you are a military spouse, you should highly look into that. Jada Tomlin said, no help from parents, $30,000 in Sallie Mae, and worked any free time as a server. And some of the girls in my class also were a dental assistant, so they would do that on the weekends or one day a week. Ivana Maria _1 said that she had a full ride to her 4-year institution and applied to more scholarships for additional fees. Damn, that is awesome. She had a full ride. That is something you should be so incredibly proud of. Paola _RDH.15 said she worked hard to have a great GPA and was blessed with scholarships that paid for her tuition. Damn, you go girl. See, hard work does pay off. In this case, Paola had basically her school paid for through her amazing dedication and schoolwork. Wendy's Hang said FAFSA covered almost hers all the way, so don't sleep on that. Go get that. I pulled up a couple different things online from a website called studentdebtrelief.us, and it stated a couple different things which I thought were really interesting. So I'm going to quote off this website. Again, it is studentdebtrelief.us. It said schools with the lowest dental hygiene school cost. I'm going to list a few. These were founded by the ADA back in 2018. And these are the schools that had the most affordable yearly in-district tuition and mandatory fees. So I'll start with the top 3. Fox Valley Technical College, it was $1,385. Number 2, coming in hot, Wharton County Junior College in Texas, $3,666. And oh my God, I can't believe I'm reading this right. Oxnard College coming in hot at number 3. This is located in California. This is actually where I attended my program and graduated from, $3,692. The schools with the highest dental hygiene costs, which I thought I would definitely bring to your attention so that you know as well. So Herman Ostrow School of Dentistry, which is also known as USC, comes in, and back again, this was 2018, which is ironically a school I was considering applying to. And my understanding was that it was a little bit more than this, but this is stating that students paid roughly about $83,800. The second one was New York University College of Dentistry at $58,730. And last but not least, number 3, University of the Pacific Arthur A. Dugani School of Dentistry, which is in California, and that one is $51,289. Those are a considerably large difference amount in schooling versus a community college. Again, with those private universities, you are likely to receive a bachelor's, and at the community college, you may only receive an associate's. However, I do know that there is a few community colleges that give the opportunity to students to also receive their bachelor's, but it's very slim. Just be prepared for your exams to pay about $2,500, including what it takes to prepare you for the exams, like seminars or student RDH or online outlets that will allow you to study properly for the exams or prepare you properly for the exams. So don't miss out on that as well. Make sure that you are prepared for that financially. I highly recommend that if you have the opportunity, cut down your living costs, move in with your parents, and if you don't have that ability, that's okay too. There's tons of loans and financial aid help out there, so don't get deterred. You will be able to pay for this upon graduating. Come out stronger than ever. You will be able to pay off those student loans in no time. And this is just my story, and if it helps you in any way, I know that unfortunately my prerequisites lacked a little bit of being excellent in a sense of getting all straight A's because I chose to work and save up for the program. But it's completely doable if you have no financial help from your parents. Or Jewel Sanchez says she saved all of her bonuses from her previous job. That's pretty incredible too. Floss Baby said she saved everything that she could, paid off stuff, reduced her bills, applied for FAFSA. Nikki Lee said similar but different. Did you find that taking your prerequisites were extremely hard? Yes, I did. They were so hard. I'm not gonna discredit that. It really, really was. Simon V. Bud said that her parents were heroes and helped her pay for rent and food, and she got financial aid too. That is awesome. Take advantage of that, guys. Don't forget about that. The _French_hygienist said she has a sugar daddy of a husband. Oh, those husbands are so awesome. If your husband's able to help you, I think that, or your wife, whoever it may be, that is also very, very helpful. Okay, guys, so that is all that I have for today. When I graduated, this is how I walked out debt-free. I'm so grateful to have you guys. I am going to go spend some time with my family now, enjoy just cuddling with my husband and Theodore. If you don't know who Theodore is the cutest Labrador that I have ever been blessed to have in my entire life. We just got him. He is 13 weeks old and he is growing on an average of 8 to 10 pounds a week. Oh Lord! He is a standard Labradoodle. He is like a red, beautiful apricot color, and he's just so handsome, and I love him so, so much. My husband is dying to get one of those backpacks so that he can take him on his daily ventures of bike riding. And he wants to get him goggles to cover his eyes, and I just feel like that's so extra. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, a fabulous week. You kill it on your exams, you kill it on your patients, and that you just love and soak up every single moment this life has to offer. I'm so grateful to have you guys in my life, and I hope you stay tuned for the next podcast. Until next time, I have a really juicy topic next time. You might want to stay tuned. Okay, guys, this is checking out of Just Flossit podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
You've been listening to Just Flossit with Jasmine Capra. Keep up with Jasmine at justflossit.com and follow her on Instagram and TikTok at Just Flossit. Thanks for listening.